What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and now that you're here, most definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click the notification bell, so therefore every time I put out a new video, you'll be the first to know it. And also make sure you smash up the like button for me, and please make sure you leave your comments down below. Whew, okay, y'all. All right, so I already know why you clicked on this video, sis. You ain't gotta tell me, okay? Based off the title of this video, sis, you are interested in knowing my thoughts, okay? So I'm gonna give them to you. Now, before I get started with my commentary, I'm gonna say this. It's never my intentions to offend anyone, okay? And if you get offended by something that I say, you know, I'm sorry, okay? But I'm just gonna speak off the top of my head. That's it. I can only speak what I know, and I'll try to, you know, choose my words cautiously, because I understand what I'm talking about affects other people, right? But I'm gonna say this. So today, Chris came on their Chris and Jazz's channel, Extra Chris and Jazz, to basically let people know, leave my family alone. So if you've been following what's been going on for the past, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, there's been a lot of discussion about Chris and his baby mama that allegedly lives in California, okay? Y'all know we done a live or two where we discussed the rumors that were going on, and to be quite honest with you, you know, that's all they were to me, were rumors, you know, because one thing is fact. We never seen this woman's face other than the pictures that were floating around, and that's easily to obtain if you can go to her Facebook. You find her Facebook too, and we never heard this woman's voice, okay? So I'm gonna say that. Now, so yesterday, you guys, I was got recommended a video where I seen Chris's name, Chris and Jazz. I think it was either Chris' name or Chris and Jazz or whatever name in the title, and there was a picture of a woman that was on the thumbnail, and I was like, who is this woman? Because it looked like an older woman. It wasn't Jazz's mom. So I was like, oh, okay, what does this woman got to do with Chris and Jazz? Well, I found out that it was Chris's auntie. Okay, so someone reached out to Chris's auntie. I guess the lady has a Facebook page, and reached out to Chris's auntie to spill tea on Chris. I guess they were probably assuming that this woman doesn't know what's going on with Chris and what's being said about Chris on social media. Now I'm gonna say this. To contact this man's aunt, I personally feel was dead wrong, okay? Because obviously, for Chris to be on social media has nothing to do with her, okay? Because one, he's grown and he can do whatever he wants to do, and two, she's his aunt, not his mama, or you know, or whatever. So it's not like she can spank Chris. And what we do know is that people, you know, we can't tell our family members who to love and who not to love, and who to choose and who not to choose, okay? So my first initial thought to that was, when I seen it, I was like, who would reach out to that man's auntie? Like, obviously somebody who's very messy, and we know YouTube, social media is very messy, okay? We know that. So you know, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really watch all the video. I seen a couple of clips where whatever message they sent to this woman, I read a little bit of it, and y'all, I really didn't find any interest in it, because, you know, my thing is this. For all of you guys who've been watching me and been watching me for a long time, y'all know I just react to the videos, okay? I do my commentary based off these videos. Like I said before, I consider myself like a Reader's Digest, okay? Because a lot of what I'm watching is soap opera-ish type content to me. You know, although these ladies say they're vlogging their lives, and Yeah, that's what they're doing. But a lot of what they're vlogging is so dramatic, just like a soap opera, you know. And so, you know, even with a soap opera, you guys, you'll have, you know, the people, whatever controversy is going on in their lives, and then also you'll have regular everyday stuff, because most people who do have controversy going on in their lives, they do regular everyday stuff too. So again, you guys, it's soap opera-ish to me, if that's even a word, but we gonna make it a word for this video. So I was like, okay, so when I react, that's just, you know, and again, I'm gonna say this, initially when I started watching these videos of these ladies, y'all, I started watching it in astonishment, because I did not know people put their business out there like that. You know, I just didn't know that, right? And so, I mean, obviously, you know, on Facebook, people put their business out there. But y'all, to be quite honest with you, when I was on Facebook real tough, the people, for the majority of the people that I was friending, yeah, if they was fighting with their man, yeah, I didn't know that. They didn't put that on YouTube. Again, I'm saying the people I was friends with on Facebook, the people I was friends on Facebook, they basically shared funny memes, if they were going on trips, some accomplishments in their lives. But if their lights was about to get cut off tomorrow, yeah, they wasn't posting that on Facebook. So yeah, I didn't know people did that, right? At least in the circle I was in. So when I come to YouTube and I see all this, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, all right, girl, well, I'm gonna watch, because it's damn sure entertaining and interesting, so I'm gonna watch. So I feel like a lot of us, that's why we started watching, because we was sitting here like, what? But it was entertaining, interesting. We kept on watching. So Chris said that the reason why he is bringing some attention to this negativity is because it's affecting his family. He said his family is very upset, but you know, obviously the auntie is upset. Maybe the auntie's children, which is Chris's cousins, is upset, because they like, well, Ninja, whoever you dealing with on YouTube is your business, but don't be having it filtering over here with me, with us, okay? Because we don't have anything to do with the type of woman you choose to be with. So the reason why I say that is, y'all, Chris may not want to accept this, and Jasmine is not going to like what I'm going to say. But at the end of the day, Jasmine has put a lot of questionable behavior on YouTube. Now, obviously, to her, it might not be questionable, but it is. We have watched Jasmine for the past several years talk about, although it's what's going on in her life, and if Jasmine feels comfortable with sharing private, intimate things about her life, truly, that is her business, that is her choice, okay? It's a thing called freedom of speech, and she can really say and do whatever she wants to do on social media. But sis, when you do that, do expect that a lot of people are going to be looking at you sideways, and just, you know, because a lot of what Jasmine puts out here is very unladylike. And it's not even Jasmine, it's a lot of these ladies, you know? And get your money, sis. If that's how you feel you want to get your money, okay. But, you know, although Jasmine, I think she's been on here about 8 years, since Kaylin was first born, or, you know, but my thing is this, sis, look at what you are putting out here on YouTube, and think about 10 years from now. Are you still going to be putting out the same type of content 10 years from now? Because 10 years from now, your kids will be teenagers. And you're going to have to start worrying about their feelings and how they feel about their mother being portrayed on social media. Because y'all, you know, a lot of people say, well, social media might not even be here 10 years from now. Oh, it most definitely will be here. It might be here in a different type of form, but it's going to be here. So Chris, you, sir, basically is a victim of circumstances, okay? You affiliated yourself with a woman that's on YouTube putting out any old type of thing, okay? And my personal opinion is, Chris wasn't really checking Jasmine's videos. He was basically going off what she was saying to him, okay? And he didn't know the type of persona Jasmine has on YouTube. which is not a very good persona for the most part, because this girl has put up videos about her ABs, my man going to jail every other day, and again, a lot of things, although it's her life, and Jasmine obviously was living that life because it was her life, and she was trying to make sense of what she was doing. But even although Jasmine was trying to make sense about what she was going through, for a lot of people watching Jasmine, it made no sense, because everybody's not living that life, right? There are definitely a lot of people that are living Jasmine's lives, but for the most part, a lot of those people that are living Jasmine's lives, they got enough sense to not to broadcast it to the world. Y'all, the whole thing with privacy or keeping certain things to yourself has taken a back seat. People put a lot of whatever they want on YouTube, right? And I think the reason is because a lot of people have went viral, putting very nonsense type of behavior on social media. And because going viral is basically a trend, people just want the attention, and they really don't care how they get it. So the mistake Chris made, I'm not saying dating Jasmine was a mistake, because if he likes Jasmine, he likes Jasmine. But the mistake I think Chris made was he didn't know what type of reputation Jasmine had. Chris didn't do his fact checking on Jasmine. Obviously, the family didn't know that either, okay? So, Chris, also, you put yourself out here in a very negative way. When you very first introduced yourself officially to social media, it was in a 3-hour, basically drunken stupor. You and Jasmine's shenanigans. Now, obviously, you guys can drink in your home and have a good time with each other. That's your business. But when you all decided to put that on camera and let the whole world see, it came off looking very childish, okay? Now, another thing is Jasmine has she's taken the time to basically put out videos based off the things people are saying about her, right? So she used, like, she met Chris's kids. And maybe you did, or you have met Chris' kids. No, they're saying she did, and I guess she has. Again, y'all, I don't know if she has or hasn't, because I'm not there. I can only go by what they're saying, right? But when she did the video where she was, blurring their faces out and stuff, it's like always trying to make an innocent situation very dramatic. Even with her losing her food stamps, instead of Jasmine taking that time to basically say, you guys, a good thing has ran out. I'm no longer on food stamps for whatever those reasons are. And now that I'm not on food stamps, I'm going to have to figure out a new way of living. I got to do budgeting better. Instead of her taking the opportunity to put the information out that way, she chose to take another route and again further humiliate herself by saying how, she couldn't feed herself. She couldn't give her daughter a birthday, woe is me situation. And even today in the live that Chris did, Chris said Jasmine did not want to tell Chris that she didn't have any food. And it's just like, wait a minute, girl. You're dating this man, right? You say he doesn't live there, but it appears that he does, because he's there all the time. But however, whatever, this is a man that you say that you want to marry. This is a man that you say that you want to have a child with. You mean to tell me you want to do those things with this man, but you don't want to tell this man that you and your children that you have now are in need? And then Chris says once he did find out about the situation, she basically said some people helped her out. And when he said that, he kind of looked to the side. And me personally, I felt like Jasmine was trying to wait a minute. Because she already knew the story she put out here, that her mama helped her. And I think Chris was going more so maybe a subscriber helped Jasmine. He cleaned it up and said that once he was made aware of the situation, they made something shake. Again, y'all, this is their conversation. But again, this is what I'm saying. What's going on in you guys' personal life is truly that personal. Now, Chris says he doesn't want to show his kids. He doesn't have to tell people about himself. And you know what, Chris? You're right. You don't have to tell people about yourself. You don't have to tell people intimate details about you and your family and things of that nature and what you did 10 years ago. okay? Yeah, you don't. But Chris, you have to remember these lives you and Jazzy done in the past, couple weeks, month, 2 months, you have let a lot of information out about yourself. And when you do that, it just makes people, it triggers people to want to know more. But Chris, what Chris has to understand is, although you don't want to tell people about yourself, you have associated yourself with a woman who vlogs her life. She has spared the public none by telling all her intimate business, right? You affiliate yourself, and I don't think Chris really realized that I'm dating a woman who vlogs her life, but yet I keep myself secret. And if you wanted to keep yourself a little low key, then the way you introduce yourself to the internet, you should have did it a little bit more low key, and you probably wouldn't have the issues that you're having right now. And that's just my personal opinion. Now, people, I don't get down with the slander and all that. I don't get down with that. Them reaching out to, obviously y'all reaching out to his auntie was dead wrong. But again, you cannot control people. We do understand there are a lot of people that thrive on making people miserable, okay? Now, I found funny that in the live chat, y'all, I was watching some of the comments in the live chat when I was watching the live chat, and there were people in there saying, where's TMR and Reese? Okay? Reese life. And I'm like, I'm right here, sis. You just don't see me because I'm in these bushes. See, look, this is what people don't understand. Yes, I commentate on these women's channel, but I don't comment on their videos. I don't have to be in their lives, okay? Because I'm not trying to interact with them like that. Like this, I'm not, I don't have to comment on their lives and be in their chats to commentate off of what I'm seeing in the videos or even the live streams that they do. Yeah, that's not, I don't have to. It's not that I'm scared or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing over here. It's plenty of channels that I watch and I don't even comment on them. Keisha Anderson channel, I've done a lot of commentary on her recently. I've never left a comment on any of her videos, even before I even started commentating on her channel, and I was just watching. I never commented on her videos. So there was no need for me to be sitting in Chris's chat, because at the end of the day, for me to be sitting in that chat, y'all, that would have been very messy of me. Okay? Because I already know I discussed these people's channels on my channel. So why would I be sitting in their live chat about some stuff that's about mess that I didn't have anything to do with? I didn't put out rumors about Chris because I don't know anything about Chris. I know about Chris is what Jasmine and Chris have put on YouTube. Yeah, I haven't never taken the time to investigate any of these people because I don't have that type of time. I do understand there are a lot of people out here who do have that type of time, and baby, kudos to you. That's your business. I can't stop it. I can't control it. But what I'm telling you is TMR, yeah, I just react to the content that's already out here. I don't go looking for anything once it's already put out there. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yesterday, when I saw the video that had that message to Chris's aunt, yeah, I felt some type of way about that. I did. And I was gonna say something, but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna just let it be because, what can I do? I can't do anything, It's effed up, but that's Chris's business, and he got to figure out a way how to take care of it. Now, I will say this, Chris, sir, you might be a good guy. Again, I don't know. Now, as far as people saying that you hitting on her kids and all, I've never said that because, again, y'all, I don't do a lot of assumptions. I'll tell you guys what I think. I'll definitely tell you to leave me your thoughts down below. And y'all, we really move on with the rest of our lives. I don't get stuck in the sauce when it comes to watching these channels. I really don't. The channel that has that message that was sent to Chris's aunt, I believe that channel got it from a gossiping website. And they just reposted it. And I'm going to be honest with you. You got to be careful with the type of things that you repost, right? Because it can hurt people. And y'all, bullying on social media is very real. It's very real, But I just really feel like A lot of what Jasmine gets on social media is due to her own negligence. And now, I'm really, really honest with you guys, because there's a lot that she can do and say on her channel that wouldn't even spark up nowhere near as much negativity that she gets. You know, like she said, she wanted to tell people about her losing her food stamps. And again, okay, Jasmine, if you just felt like you needed to share that story, but since you should have did it in a much different way. Just even last year, you guys, when Jasmine did the whole story about her getting the AB with the twins, and she had to use her kids' Christmas money to take care of her AB. Jasmine told that story laying in her bed with the pillows up, with the covers up to her nose. And it's just like, sis, if you want people to take you seriously, you need to start taking yourself seriously. It's like, Jasmine, a lot of what you endure on social media is at your own fault, because you have taken the luxury of being on social media, and sis, you have literally taken it for granted. Like, there's no professionalism when it comes to her channel. None. You know? And, I don't even know really what else to say about this situation. You know, at this point, Chris, if you want your channel to be about pranks and challenges and a few food recipes and things of that nature, you really need to sit down and have a talk with Jasmine, because to be quite honest with you, the type of content Jasmine puts on her channel, it's going to always cross over to this couple's channel, because she's a part of that channel. At the end of the day, you got to look at her. Jasmine is a big portion of the reason why this is going on, because you got to think about it, sir. If you wasn't affiliated with Jasmine, nobody would even be talking about you. But because you are affiliated with Jasmine, and because of the type of negative connotation that Jasmine has on social media, is the reason why you're getting the backlash. Auntie, cousins, or whoever of Chris, the reason why you guys are getting the backlash of what Chris is going through, it stems from Jasmine. It really does. And Jasmine, if you want this man to be a part of your life, a part of your channel, since you got to shake that negativity that you went through with Philip, you got to shake it, because Chris is a whole new person now, sis. That's not Philip over there. So the type of ish that you put out there about Philip, he went to jail on Mother's Day, you had to pawn your TV and your laptop, the song that you was singing 4 years ago, you had to borrow money from Philip's homeboy to pay your rent. The stuff that you was talking 4 years ago. Well, Jasmine, it's 4 years later, sis. It's 2020 now. You got a whole new man in your life. And if you want a healthy relationship with your man, you got to change the way you put your content out on your channel. Now, Jasmine, if you don't want to change that, then expect the BS that comes with it. You can't get mad at nobody but you. Jasmine, no one has ever forced you to put out half the stuff that you put out here. No one's never done that. You have elected to put these, again, Jasmine, because you said you wanted to be so real and raw. And Jasmine, you can be real and raw, okay? But be real and raw in a very professional way. There are plenty of people on YouTube who has told you about domestic violence situations, sexual abuse, stuff that they have went through in their life. And they don't do it where they don't come on camera and their hair not combed, they out on pajamas, no bra. You did that video last year, or maybe beginning of this year, when you was in that black nightgown. We're trying to let women know how frustrated you are of being a single mom with no help. Sis, you could have did that video where you was sitting down on the couch drinking a cup of coffee with some whipped cream on it and having some good lighting and really sitting there connecting with your audience. That would have been a better way to get your point across, instead of standing in the kitchen in your nightgown with no bra on, with your titties hanging all the way down to your floor. Like, at the end of the day, Jasmine, you can say what you want to say, but this is the persona you're putting out here, and people are reacting on the negative situations you put on your channel. And if you want to change, you got to change you, because Jasmine, you've been doing this ish for a long time. Now, Chris, As far as the relationship that you got with your baby mamas, yes, that totally is your business, and you don't have to share that with us. You know, I'm a firm believer in just because I'm on YouTube don't mean I got to tell you everything about me. Even me, you guys, I have explained to you guys a situation in my past that has came up on YouTube. You guys, I addressed that. And I notice every time whoever these trolls or people are, whenever they get a chance, they try to insert that information and like they're trying to shame me about it. But what you have to understand is you can't shame me about a situation that has nothing to do with me. Okay? I wasn't a part of that story. I wasn't the victim, nor was I the perpetrator. Right? It didn't have anything to do with me. I made a decision in my life to marry this man years ago. And y'all, to be quite honest with you, hindsight, yeah, that wasn't a good decision for me. It wasn't. But again, this is what happens when you go through situations and you don't thoroughly think them out. And I can say that honestly. But at the end of the day, it doesn't define who I am. It just shows that you guys, I have a loving heart and a forgiving heart and a caring heart. And a lot of times me having that type of behavior and personality has really hurt me in the end. Because I was hurt behind that relationship because it didn't end out good at all, you know? But again, y'all, that's my story. I don't have to share that story with the world because it's something that I have put in my past. It's behind me. It definitely is a part of me. It is, you know? But it's something that I don't talk about on a consistent basis. You know, every job that I've ever had since that my first marriage, every job that I had, when I go to those interviews, yeah, I don't tell those people who I married. Yeah, I don't. They don't care. You know, when they say, "Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?" Yeah, I don't involve that because that's not a part of the content. That's not a part of the interview process, right? They don't need to know that part about me, and I don't share it because there's no merit. Because again, they said, tell me something about you. That situation with my first husband, that's not about me. I wasn't there. It doesn't have anything to do with me. Period. You know, y'all, I just really want to say this. I hope and pray that, you know, everything works out for everybody involved. You know, I think Chris needs to really take a step back and really evaluate the whole situation and realize, I'm not saying he needs to break up with Jasmine, y'all. Please don't misconstrue my words. I'm not saying that. But what I really feel like is Chris really needs to realize what Jasmine says and does on her channel affects you. Now, I do understand a lot of people, you know, joke about Chris's hips and stuff. And y'all, I'll be honest with you, until people really started talking about it, I never even paid attention to it. But that's not a part of my commentary. I understand that Jasmine feels like she can only be who she is, and she's definitely right. And the reason why I keep mentioning Jasmine, you guys, because if it wasn't for Jasmine, we wouldn't even be talking about Chris. So again, a lot of what Jasmine is going through or what Chris is going through is a direct reflection because he's associated with Jasmine. You know? And Chris, you know, sir, I'm gonna just say this to you. You might want to tone it down a little bit. Like, I understand you can only be you, but sir, you got to also understand you have a social media presence now. Even when when you didn't have a social media presence, but now you do, sir. And you got to understand people are going to hold you accountable for how you portray yourself on social media. You could be an awesome guy, right? I'm not saying that you're not. But when you come on social media and you talk real recklessly and you cuss, you know, every other word is a cuss word. And granted, sir, you are an adult. But you got to understand what your reputation is going to be like. And if you want to be treated and taken seriously, then sir, you got to act the part. Period. Like, don't listen to what Jasmine is saying, because whatever she's over there doing, it's not really working for her. And it's not that I don't like Jasmine. I don't have anything against Jasmine. I don't know Jasmine, right? I just watch her channel, and I feel really bad for Jasmine. All these women, for the most part, I feel bad for them because these ladies, and I say this many times, y'all, they have so much potential. But I think these ladies get so caught up in becoming the next viral sensation that they're not really taking serious about the type of content that they have. Jasmine could easily still vlog her life, but certain intimate things about your life, sis, you can keep out. Like Jasmine, you brought Chris to the channel because you loved Chris and you wanted to share with people how much you love Chris and how much Chris loves you. But Jasmine, what you have to understand is, sis, only you have to date Chris. Only you had to love Chris. Yeah, we didn't have to date Chris. We didn't have to be in love with Chris. But Jasmine, I'll just be honest with you, sis. You damn near shoved the man down our throat. Okay? Like, it was very childish behavior. Like, most grown women don't carry on like that. And what you got to understand too, Jasmine, you don't mix business with pleasure. When it comes to your YouTube channel, sis, that's business. Chris is pleasure. And you never should have mixed the two. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Please leave your thoughts down below. Y'all got some Christmas shopping to do, and I got to get on off of here. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to TMR, and I hope you come back for my next video. I do have a couple more reaction videos that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days. And I just want to say to each and every person that's watching this video, even the people who hates my guts, have a happy holiday. And remember, sub what you love. Bye-bye.